What's going on, everybody? How you doing? And welcome to another one of our Mythic Pluses and what to do about them. Now, this is going to be week 18, and I think that this is one of the more pivotal weeks for you all to kind of put into your minds. First of all, I would like to tell you, make sure you hit that subscribe button here on the channel so that you can see all the new gaming stuff that we drop. We do videos, we do gaming impressions, we do lots of different things, vault openings, lots of news about other games, important how-to videos, how to kill videos. We do so much here. I want to make sure you guys and gals check it out. First thing I will end up saying is this is week 18. And like I said, I think this is a very pivotal week for you to have your Mythic Plus dungeons. As always, we're going to talk about those dungeons and what to do in them. But first, I want to say right now, there is between 4 and 8 more weeks if you are being more on the lenient side. Some people are even saying that we're going to be seeing the next weeks within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is really hard to say, and everyone has their own say in this. But as always, I want to make sure that you all know we will be here covering every single news as possible. Once we end up knowing when the next season is coming, we will put that information out, and we'll be talking about that stuff. Along with that, in season 4, we will be doing videos on how to take out these I shouldn't say new bosses, the Dragonflight bosses, because there's a lot of them that people aren't 100% positive on how to take out. We've already dealt with them. We know how to deal with them. So it's a key fact, and we'll kind of go through that. Without further ado, we will start our little affixes here. So week 18 is going to be Tyrannical, Volcanic, and Sanguine. Okay, it's going to be an interesting week. So Tyrannical means bosses are going to have more health, they're going to deal more damage. Then we're going to have what's called Volcanic, which means you're going to have that little flame erupting underneath you. It's going to push you up in the air. And then the last thing we're going to have is the Sanguine, which means that non-boss enemies, when they end up dying, they're going to leave the pools of stuff on the ground, and it's going to end up healing enemies if you run them over. So what is that going to mean? All right, so this is going to be an interesting week, and the reason why is because, as always, Tyrannical really does amplify, the damage that is throughout the whole dungeon. I'm going to do a real general communication on this one, opposed to a step-by-step throughout every single dungeon. The reason why I'm saying that is because Volcanic really isn't that bad to deal with. Volcanic is something that you have to kind of know what you're going to do, and you're going to have to make sure you sidestep and prompt, time frame, and watch your feet throughout the whole entire time if you are ranged. Now, if you're melee, what you're going to have to end up doing and keeping an eye for is the Sanguine portion. Because when you start killing mobs, Sanguine's going to drop. As always, Sanguine is the best healer in the game, and you're going to have to move. If you are a tank, you're going to have to make sure you're moving these people properly. For instance, in Everbloom, you got a lot of large pulls there, but you don't have much space because you're going to pull other packs, so you have to be very careful there. But as for the other side of things is when Sanguine drops, as long as people aren't walking in it, they're not going to take needless damage. Where you're going to have, positives and negatives are going to be your trash pulls are going to be super quick, and you can burn them down super efficiently if you don't put them in Sanguine. So that you're going to really not have to deal with that affix there. Your melee doesn't have to deal with the Volcanic, so it's always going to go onto your ranged. For instance, for me, it's going to be problematic if I'm playing my Boomkin because I have to stand and cast. As for my Hunter, which I'm constantly moving and casting, or DPSing I should say, it's really not going to affect me. So you have to be really careful with the Volcanic there. As for the bosses that you're going to be ending up dealing with, the bosses themselves are going to be very hard because of the Tyrannical. So you have to make sure you know and deal with those properly as you're going through them. Now, the Tyrannical side of things, you're going to have your problems on your bosses, like your bosses in Dawn of Infinites, your Darkheart Thickets, your Waycrest Manors, your Everblooms. All of them really have hard bosses. You know, Throne of Tide, you have like a couple of them there that are just annoying. But overall, this is a really good week to finish up your 20s if you really need them and you want them before the end of the season. I think these are the ones you're going to be able to push through real easy and not have to worry about them. So just really put that in the back of your mind as you're going through and dealing with them. So, you know, just keep an eye and think about them as you're going through. As always, just wanted to make sure you all know, Sub2R and, you know, Rogue energy drinks, those two, you know, use Lord PeteyTV there if you're looking to support the channel, looking for some discount codes, go through there. We have our merch store, as always, in our comment section, so please use that there. And then on top of that, just so you know, PAX East is right around the corner. I will be attending there. If you are there and you end up seeing me, tap me on the shoulder, take a picture. Love to take one with you, put it up and post it on Twitter and or in X, whatever you want to call it, because I love meeting and talking to everybody else. So really, I would love to see you there. As always, dream big, keep gaming. Good luck on your vaults, and remember, this upcoming couple of weeks are going to be really intense. If you're looking to change classes before season 4, or if you're looking to get any help, please check us out every single Monday through Friday on twitch.tv. And on top of that, if you're going to be swapping your classes, now's a good time to get them all kind of settled to the point where you can, hop into lower keys. As always, they're going to end up dropping our key levels. So if you're doing 20s last time, you were forced to do 10s. So who knows how significant they're going to end up doing that here again. So, all right. Thanks again, everyone. Love you. Bye, everybody. See you all soon.